I'm gonna attempt to shorten this cord. Okay. I did it. Half a teaspoon of cinnamon. Oh, a little bit more. I wonder if there's anyone out there who loads it how I do, because some people don't care how they load it. I'm a person that does care. Like, I'll go down to like the spoon and the forks have to be in like a certain position. Oh my gosh. Yep. Well, I'm off today. Say bye. Bye. Hey guys, welcome back to a new video. This morning I am gonna be doing a get it all done, and it's not really, I'm not sure if I'm gonna be focusing on cleaning. I do have some cleaning to do, but I'm gonna focus on the things that are really bugging me. And like I'm gonna just turn you around and show you guys what I'm talking about, and I think I would feel a lot better if I just take care of some of this stuff. So if you guys have some like unfinished projects or things that you just need to get done and maybe you're afraid to do them, you've never done them before, you want to take care of them, I hope this motivates you, because I don't know what I'm doing for one of them. So let me explain. Okay, so first off, like I said, I do have other stuff to do. Like, I need to make some banana bread before those bananas completely give up, put some dishes away, do some dishes, but what I really need to do is I need to fix this whole situation right here. Like, scrape the paint off that thing up there, and I'm gonna attempt to shorten this cord. So I looked it up online how to do it, and I went over with like what I found with my husband, and he's like, yeah, basically, you know, like, he's like, it's not that hard. So I'm gonna try to do that myself, and yeah. And then another thing I want to do is I painted the ceiling white, not just now, but like when I painted the ceiling white, as you can tell, I accidentally got some paint in the inside of the things there. So I need to bring like an actual ladder, not a step stool, in and scrape off the paint from at least the inside part. And then once the ladder's in here, I'm gonna take down the chandelier that is stuck in the skylight. That way it just doesn't look all like tacky with that hanging down. I had put it up there because it gave off like a sunlight type of lighting, but I don't actually use it anymore. So I'm going to be taking that down as well. And then, as y'all seen in the beginning, I was distressing my table. So on my table makeover video, I was saying, oh, I went over it, the parts I distressed. I had already done those, but I went over them lightly with paint, and I actually like the worn off look. I'm just gonna leave it. I won't be clear coating the rest of the table. I'll just be clear coating like the top part. Don't know if I'm gonna be showing that, but I will definitely do it today because it needs to be done. And then, I desperately, so I have taken caulk to my wainscoting to fill in the cracks. Obviously you can see lines, but I mean, cracks, like all the cracks like that, I would really like to just get that done today. And eventually got to be cleaning my door and painting it, but I don't have white paint right now. But I'm prepping the dining room to be painted again white, because all the wainscoting needs to be painted again, but it'll take the paint a lot better if a bunch of cracks aren't there. So that's one thing I want to do, and it's kind of everywhere. I'm sure some of you all are curious, like, how did she paint behind the fish tank? Well, surprise, surprise, I didn't. So at some point that's got to be moved. We're not doing that today, but sometime in the future, there's like a huge section right behind it that has not had any paint at all. So it is actually just wood. But anyways, that's all I can think of for now as far as like home project updates. Oh, And I want to take that garland off the window there, and I would like to lighten up the wood in the window frame, kind of distress it, or not distress, whitewash it a little bit. And the same thing with the backsplash, because it's a little too orange, and it's bringing out more of the orange tones in the wood that I redid in my kitchen a long time ago. So if any of that sounds like something you guys would want to watch, stay tuned. Also, I updated a couple things over in the living room. I'll turn you around and show you that real quick. So I used to have that fake tree in the corner there, and I had the Christmas lights on it. Well, I decided I don't actually like that tree. I liked how it had the lights on it, because in the morning I could just plug in the lights and have like nice lighting. So I moved the plant from the middle of the lamps here and put it there. And then I put the twinkly lights, or the Christmas lights, in the window here. And then I switched out my lamps because this is a sectional and it is taken apart. So in order to make our living room work this way with the TV over here, our sectional could not be together. So I had taken it apart. But the point is, every time you would sit on this section, it's not actually connected to that. I have tried so hard to actually get it to connect, because I moved the connector piece over to there, so it's in place, but I just can't get it to connect. But anyways, long story short, people would sit there and it would scoot it back a little bit, bump a speaker, and my big lamps that were on there would kind of shake, and they're way too heavy. And we have a baby girl who's actually 1.5 today, so yeah, my little baby girl. And then I have 2 teen sons, as you all know. One is an adult actually, but I'm still a stay-at-home mom, and I have 3 kids, so don't know how all that works on YouTube. So I say stay-at-home mom of 3, but that is what the living room is looking like right now. I think it looks much better with an actual real plant. The reason for moving that in the first place, though, is because that thing is growing like a weed, and you can see how tall it is. It was hitting the top of that, and it was not doing so well. It is doing good, but the bigger one was not doing as good. So did all that. But yeah, I think the thing I'm afraid to do the most is the light, because electricity and anything with that freaks me out. I can do jumper cables all day long with cars. That to me is different. Not afraid to get shocked, and I never have. But electricity in the homes, it's a whole nother story. So I'm gonna go to the breaker box, figure out hopefully which light that will go to. It should just say kitchen, but I haven't looked at it in a while. And then turn it off, and then I will take you guys throughout that whole thing. And hopefully, even though I don't know what I'm doing, hopefully I can teach someone, or at least give them a little bit of confidence that you can do it yourself, even if you've never done it before. So let's start out with that. And if I can do that, I'm pretty sure I'll feel like I can do a lot of the other stuff that I need to do. Okay, it's a little bit more confusing than I thought it would be, only because it says kitchen. It says washer over here. It says dryer, like 2 for the dryer. It's actually 1 because they're connected. But then it says washer here, and over here it says washer, and someone doesn't know how to spell. And then it says dryer over here, like washer and dryer over here. But I'm going to go with my gut, and I'm thinking it's the disposal and the lights, because, or it might be that one, lights and dishwasher. I think it means the light switch that is by the dishwasher. Hopefully I'm right. So I'm going to switch this off. Oops. Okay. All right. That is the switch. Good call. I mean, I would turn on the light, you guys, but just kidding. I could turn on the other lights, but I didn't actually tighten these the last time I was going to try to attempt this. And then when I started taking it apart, I kind of got cold feet because it looked really scary. But basically, you just unscrew these nuts here. I'm going to leave that hooked up there for now, but I mean, it just looks so tacky with all this extra hanging. So, oh wow, paint chips. That's fun. Shake that out. But okay, that is what we're working with. I'm gonna unscrew all of this stuff right here just to make it easier for me. And then I will be taking these plastic caps, the orange caps there, I will be taking those off, and then I will see what I'm working with and pull the wire out of this thing completely, hopefully. I'm gonna have to undo this nut as well. Wish me luck. Okay, so I took this thing off completely. I didn't have to unscrew these because obviously that's just keeping these two things together, but just I had to unscrew two sides. Not really sure what the green one is for, but oh, I guess if you needed it just one way, the green one would be to hold this one in place, I'm assuming. I mean, it's the only thing that really makes sense. Anyways, I got that down, and the next step is that I have to unscrew the little caps. That way I can disconnect this whole light, basically the wire, the main cable from the light, and then take the light down. Then I can shorten it and all that. So I'm going to do that real quick. Okay, so I just wanted to show you that when you literally take it and you unscrew it, you just twist it, and that's what it looks like. But before I continue, I'm going to take a picture of what it looks like. That way I can reference how it goes back, which it makes sense. Basically, it's white to white, black to black. You'll twist the black with black, twist the white with white, and the green with the copper wire is what I'm seeing here. Green goes with the wire that's in here. So that's what I have to do, but I'm still taking a picture. Okay, so I got it down here. I have these right here. I don't know which one I'm gonna use. Probably this one, easier to handle, and it's got the little cutter part right here. Although this one does have this, but it sticks. I hate things that do that, but so what I'm gonna do first is I'm going to unscrew this nut here, maybe by hand if I can, so I can, okay, there we go. So I can at least pull the wire through more. Actually, I'm gonna take the wire out completely. Oopsie daisy. Take the wire out. I'm gonna untie all these, stretch this thing out. I was originally thinking of trying to do it from this end, but then I was like, no. Oh, got paint on here too. Try to get the paint off, so that's just gonna look bad. We're gonna, oh man, just basically scoot everything down. I'm gonna try to hang this up and just kind of eyeball how I want it, how low I want it to hang. All right, so I'm gonna be taking quite a bunch off. I mean, obviously you could tell by how it was all wound up a bunch, but okay, so let me read the next step. I think, okay, actually I already know what it is. So you'll make your cut, but you're only cutting the black wire, and you will leave the wires that are in the inside. You will leave these 3 wires. It said 6 inches long, even though these are not 6 inches long. I mean, this worked. Maybe I'll just do this. No, 6. Okay, I'll just leave 6. Maybe it means like this, because it has to go through this part here, so it needs a little bit. Okay, so I'm gonna cut. So if that's where I want it, I'm gonna cut right here, and yeah, I'm gonna cut here and then strip here. So let's see. So I have to use the big ones first. I think this last one will be good for that. if I'm cutting. No, I got to cut. So cutting, and then now this is the hard part because you're gonna kind of lightly just grab it and slowly twist it. This is how I like to do it anyways, like car stereo. I mean, I've stripped wires before, but I haven't actually installed a car stereo, so I don't know like where I learned that, but just very carefully. And then you can just put some, actually let's get this crap out of my way. Lightly put a little bit of pressure on it. I'm afraid. Okay, make sure that light don't go flying off. I could use a little bit more. It's not the same length. Gosh, this is not working out. Okay, should have just went with the first thing. All right, now I have to strip these ones to kind of get the same length on here. That's when these little holes come in handy. So just kind of figure out which one fits. 14. Let's try 14. Let's try, I think it's like a 16. So just take it. Let's put the light on this side. Take it and strip it. And take it and strip it. 16, not 14. Okay, take it and strip it. All right. Now you have that. You twist these so they don't go all haywire on you. And then I'm going to take this. Actually, I was going to say I'm going to take this and string it through here, but first, before I do all that, I'm gonna clean the paint off of this real quick. I used a Brillo pad, clean the paint off of that. I'm gonna take this off too. Let's take this, kind of shove these. Let's see, how did we do this? I gotta, oh, I did it backwards. Haha, funny. Jeez Louise. There we go. Getting ahead of myself. Sure, some of y'all screaming at the screen. You did it backwards. You don't know what you're doing. Whatever. All right. Also, I forgot one more thing. I have to put this little wire under that nut. So I'm going to take that nut off real quick and put that thing in there. Okay, so I finally got it, even though you can't see. I put the silver piece on the very bottom, then I put the part that connects to that little copper wire, then I put the washer that is dark under the nut. Hopefully that's right. It's the only thing that makes sense to me because I couldn't really tell in my video, but I'm gonna hang this up there, and like I said, I'm gonna twist the white wire with the white wire, the green with the with this one, and the black with the black. Okay, so I just tried to twist them all like that, but I had to strip more off of the wire because it wasn't enough to actually twist around to get a good enough hold because it just came right off. So I'm gonna try this again. Okay, so if you guys are trying this, it does help to have a hook there just so you can not have to hold the weight of the lamp. But you can see the white is with white, black is with black, and the green from this black cable is to that wire coming from the center of that thing. So now I'm going to take these orange caps and twist them onto there. Okay, and now that they're all twisted on, I am going to kind of let this hang for a second. I wanted to mention before, if you're having a hard time twisting, usually what it does is you put the point part into the center of the cap, and then if you twist it, it should just kind of like pull them in kind of and just tighten. But if it's not doing that, kind of push the wires closer together, like the black and black, not the actual like copper part of the wire, and it should help because it has to like kind of center in to go like, you know, in more and connect. But I'm gonna go ahead and take this thing here and put it up, and let's see, so it goes this way. See that hole there? One of these have to go in each side. Okay, I'm not gonna lie, I actually had it in upside down at first because the screws coming down kind of confused me. So I flipped it and screwed those ones up, and I was like, oh my gosh, I have it backwards. I'm so out of breath and my arms feel like jello. But I'm gonna squeeze that wire right there and everything in there as much as I can, and then bring those screws that are shown through the holes here and put the nuts back on. Okay, it's up there. Now the moment of truth. Hopefully I didn't mess this up. Let me go turn on the thing in the bedroom real quick. Oh my gosh. High five. I did it. And you guys can do it too. I was terrified to do that. I don't know why. It's actually a lot easier. It makes sense. Black to black, white to white. It's when things don't make sense, like black to purple and purple to yellow. And it's like, I don't even think they have those colors, but you just think that way. But I love it. I had such anxiety right before I flipped that switch. Whew. I'm gonna call my husband and tell him I did it. Maybe not. Okay. Well, I'll tell him later, I guess. I feel good, you guys. I'm feeling like the rest of the stuff I have to do is really not that bad. Sometimes it pays off to start with the things that you are afraid of, you know, because then you get more done. Well, honestly, I need to take a break because I'm like holding your arm up like this, trying to unscrew, my arms feel like jello. Oh my gosh, especially because I put it on wrong, but I fixed it. That's all that matters. And I cannot find the little caps that go over the ends of the screws. Otherwise I would have put them on too. But when I find them, I'll put them there. No big deal. I'm proud of myself, and I'd be proud of you guys too if you let me know like one day, like, hey, guess what I did? Yeah, feel good. And people who do this all the time are like, big deal, I do this every day. But I don't. And I was afraid to mess with it. And I mean, afraid. But I'm gonna take a break. I'm probably, first things first, I'm probably going to make banana bread so I can get it in and get it out of the oven. And when it's in the oven, I'll probably do the dishes and all that. Probably wipe off the rest of the table off camera, and I do want to add those coats, clear coat, to the top. Eventually I will be putting wood boards on top of my table and kind of like make it, you know, just have a wood top again. But that table was wrecked. Like, if you guys are new here, it was horrible. So the top of the table doesn't look good no matter even if I clear coated it or not, because it was just so worn. But I will show you what it looks like up close after I distressed it. So, I mean, nothing fancy. I just tried to make it realistic. Like, if this table's so big, we have the leaf in it, but it's huge. It's 6 feet by 6 feet, I believe. No, 6 feet? What am I thinking? I think it was 60 inches. I don't remember, something with a 6, but The point is we have to reach sometimes, so our belly would actually rub here, and you can actually tell like it's worn off right here, and there's a reason for that. I didn't make these lines, but I did scrape paint off here, but it's actually pretty bumpy already. But yeah, so I'm just gonna, that's one thing I want to do today. The floors are really bad because we have dogs, and when they go in and out, I mean, it's like, it's not a nice day out. It's not raining right now, but they track all the mud and everything in the house. So I'm not even gonna do the floors. That is my oldest son's job. Not mopping, but vacuuming and stuff like that. But I think floors are just best done at night. That way in the mornings you can just start fresh. Because if I do them now, they're just gonna look like this right before I go to bed. So anyways, but yeah, I'm gonna take a break. It's funny because it's like one thing that didn't really seem like a lot of work, but the way I have to hold my arms up and crouch down, I had to like climb up on top of the counter to actually like really see what I'm doing. It took a lot out of me. But I feel so good. I've been talking about doing that thing for a long time. A long time. And it's been like that obviously ever since we got it, which I think we've had that before I started YouTube. So it's been a while. But I'm gonna take a break. Okay, got my ladder. Luke, I am your father. Anyways, I got this for free. That's why it's torn. I got this for my husband. I was like, it's so cool. It's nothing to do with like working on cars. I thought it would be cool in the garage, but it's Star Wars. I mean, it's fine. But right now, I'm gonna climb up on this thing. I'm gonna use this, and I'm gonna try to scrape the paint off the inside of all these lights up here. Change of plans. I'm gonna paint it because it's just scraping it to bare metal. Okay, so I'm just gonna do this to all of them off camera, and I'm gonna go ahead and wipe each one to try to clean it up. I was thinking like maybe try to tape it off and paint it back to black and all that, but I'm just doing this for now. I was gonna pull it down, but it wasn't looking like it was gonna work better. But yeah, those two right there. Well, I mean, it needs to dry, and I probably need to do it a few more times, but I'm going to do all this off camera real quick. Okay, my daughter is up now. I finished painting the inside of the lights. I hung the pendant light. You all seen that. I took down the chandelier that was in the skylight, and I took down the garland, and I cleared off the clean dishes that were here. I'm about to make some banana bread. When that's thrown into the oven, I'm going to be doing some dishes, emptying the dishwasher, and I don't know what all is going to be in this video, but I have Bluey on for her while I can kind of get this done real quick. Baking powder substitute. So first, let's get these puppies in here. Okay. Alright, I got 4 bananas. I'm doing 2 cups of flour. And a little bit extra because I don't have the baking soda. And it said use flour, which is weird. It's like, why even tell us about the baking soda? I'm gonna do about half a teaspoon of salt and half a teaspoon of cinnamon. Oh, a little bit more. Half a cup of unsalted butter. I'm just gonna use this whole thing. I'm gonna melt it real quick. Half a cup of brown sugar. There's a quarter, another quarter. I got the butter in the microwave still. Quarter cup of sugar. Butter. Butter, 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 butter. 1 teaspoon vanilla. Oopsie daisy. And 2 eggs. Alright, I'm gonna mix this up. Okay, I'm actually gonna use this instead. So I'm gonna put a little bit of that, kind of spread it around. Oh, it's not mixed good enough. Alright. Now, just kind of put it all in there. Spread it around, spread it around. The oven is preheating to 350. It's almost there. I'm gonna pop this in when it gets there. And I will get back to you guys in a second. How long should you cook banana bread? Oh, I forgot to see. I thought I screenshotted how long, but I didn't.
promise you won't tell. Hold hands.
Okay, all of that is done. Something I always kind of thought about doing every time I do the dishes in a cleaning video is, or something I'm always thinking about is like, I wonder if there's anyone out there who loads it how I do, because some people don't care how they load it. I'm a person that does care. Like, I'll go down to like the spoon and the forks have to be in like a certain position, and I'm gonna show you guys what I do and kind of explain like why I do it the way I do it. Okay, so I don't know exactly why I always put the knives over here, but I always put the butter knives over here, and since they're butter knives and to me they're not that sharp, I put spoons next to them. And I always put everything faced up because I feel like it's easier to grab them out that way. If you go from the side and just grab them, then it's like a bouquet of flowers. You have them all in your hand, and they fit better that way too. So I do like butter knives, spoons. I'll stick knives and stuff in here. I know you're not supposed to wash knives, which we don't wash like our actual like really nice ones. Some we do throw in here, but I hand washed them today. And then I always put forks over here and then just random stuff over here. Plates, I used to get picky with plates, but as of like last week, I was like, you know what, I don't even care. Like, picking up these plastic plates is a lot easier than grabbing a bunch of like, you know, regular plates. So I don't love these plates, but I do love how much faster it is to empty the dishwasher because I can easily grab a ton at once and unload it. And the same thing with loading, it's just quicker. But yeah, and then I put the bowls up on top. The cups are always off to the left, and the bowls always end up on this side. Sometimes I'll stick stuff in other places, like, you know, just wherever. But pans are always over here. Does anyone else load their dishwasher like I do? Are you chasing the dog around? You're so funny. This silly girl. Come here, baby. Jalen Ray. Are you singing too? What are you doing? Oh my goodness. Guess what? Guess what, baby? Guess what? You're 1.5 today. Okay. She is not really watching that anymore, so I'm turning that off. So, hey, no. Oh my God. I just cleaned out Jack's water dish, or Jack and Roxy's. I forgot to show you guys though, I'm sure you've noticed if you've been here for a while. I'm gonna turn you around and show you. Don't lick the window. So I decided I'm not gonna keep that shelf. I don't sit at it. All it did was hold a bunch of things, and I mean, that's great. And it's a piece of furniture that doubles. You know, it's a shelf and it's a desk, and it's very unique. Even though I sanded this whole part off, realized that was a ton of work, and I was not up to doing the whole thing. I just don't have time for that. Maybe if I didn't have a baby running around, I would, but so I'm not going to be keeping that. Watch out, Jack. But I did stick it over there until I can find a good enough day to like put it out front for free. Is that your unicorn? This girl also needs a bath today. That's like one thing I need to do. Obviously, I'm not going to be recording that. And then, so I moved the dresser over here. So basically how it's going to be is everything the same except for like that will be gone. And what else did I do? I think that's it. Oh, there was like the bathroom scale and everything from when I did the bathroom makeover. It was still in the corner on the floor over there. So I put that finally into the bathroom. And yeah. My goodness. I've just been kind of like switching things around and stuff. And I like my decisions. We do have a giant castle slide thing in our living room because I just want to be a fun mom, I guess, this time around. No, I don't know. I like to think outside of the box. And really, like, we're in Washington, it rains all the time. So this being outside was serving no purpose to her. Like, she could never use it. And now that she's walking, I just got really excited. So I was like, okay, I'm bringing that in. Oh, that's what else I switched. Minus the peas and the socks. I just, this bottle was in our bathroom. The whole thing with the roses and everything it was in our bathroom window. So I scraped off the stickers and then I put it in here. I actually was considering of painting the inside of this. Like, I've done that so many times. Anytime I have like an accent color, I paint it in here. But it looks pretty up close, but like when you're far away, I think it would be cute with an accent color painted in there. Not that it doesn't already pop, but I don't know. Oh, you guys already know I made a short. That's right. So I painted the flowers on the island, and my mom's like, what you should have done is painted something like that in there. And I'm like, yeah, oops, that's a good idea, because I can't find nothing big enough that I want to hang in there, but at the same time, I kind of like it simple in there. So if I did paint something, it wouldn't be super bright, but if you can picture something like that being in there, I do think it'd be very pretty. But I have a whole idea for this wall area already, so I'm not going to be doing that just quite yet. If I did do it, it's not going to be anytime soon. Oh, that's right. So the bench, I was going to put this bench at the foot of my bed. That's what else I have to show you guys. I did start a vlog and then I just started not feeling good. So I do have clips from that, but I'm not going to include them because it's basically like I could just tell you again. But I ended up putting all the stuff that was on the shelf in here for now. And this was supposed to be at the end of our bed. Jalen? But I ended up putting my daughter, I rearranged our room. Girl! Yeah, she needs a bath. And also she seems like she wants one. Oh my gosh. Come on. Come on, baby. Come on. Come on. Let's show them what Mommy did this time. Okay. So that's another thing I gotta do, make my bed. I've actually been really good at that except for today, I promise. But a long time ago, my husband was like, yeah, we should put the crib at the end of the bed. And it's kind of weird, but at night it doesn't block the TV from us, and it honestly, I like the bed being in the center, not because the whole picture and it's centered. I just don't like it being up against the wall. And my husband was so nice that, like, honey. Yeah, you are so funny. So anyways, my husband was nice enough to be the one that would have to climb into bed because he couldn't climb over me. I mean, he could have, but he decided to be the one that slept against the wall. So every morning he would be climbing out, just like, so I was like, I feel bad. I was like, well, if I was him, I wouldn't want to be doing that. So I just took his idea, even though it's not aesthetically pleasing, but hey, it's working for us right now. So girl. Okay, I made my bed and I opened the blinds and stuff. I've got to get some laundry done too. I'm gonna pull that out. Got to get the banana. Where's your bow? Why is this off? Okay, come on, let's get out. Come on. So anyways, that's what I've been doing besides not feeling good. Just kind of decluttering. Okay, it's got to be done now. All right, I'm pulling it out. Whoo! All right. Banana bread cake. You better come here. Give me that fuzz. Give me that. Thank you. Come on, let's go this way. Come here, Jalen. Come here. Bye. I've got to put Jace's basket in here. Jeez, kid. Oh. Okay, so I just laid my daughter down for a nap about a half hour ago, and I lightly just like scrubbed some of this vanilla paint mixed with water, like half and half. I scrubbed it into the backsplash. It's not perfect, but eventually that will be replaced. I just wanted to kind of tone it down a little bit, and I did the inside of the the window frame as well, so it's not like super orange. I don't know how the camera's making it cool, but under the window was a little bit hard to get to, but yeah, it's just a little bit better. Just simple updates. I feel like it makes it just look better. But honestly, I'm really impressed with myself. I'm glad I took care of the pendant light. It has been needing that so bad. Okay, so I just put the first coat of clear coat. I use a foam roller. I stick it in a bag when I'm not using it. And where's my stuff? I'll show you what I use. But I pour it in here in a little plastic container. And then to kind of like roll some of it, the extra off, I just like tilt it, and then I just roll it on the bottom flat part of this. That's been working for me, but I stuck it in I put it in here because I can't like close the lid all the way, but that is what I'm using to seal it. But while I'm waiting for this to dry, and yeah, I went over it, like rolled over to try to like get rid of the lines, but the more coats you add, the better it looks. At least that's how I don't know. The bathroom, I did my bathroom counter. I painted my bathroom counter and I clear coated it, and I did the same thing, and I thought it'd be horrible, but it does need some more coats in the bathroom. But because when I caulked around the sink, like obviously when I wiped it off, I caulked after I clear coated, so I need to clear coat over the caulking smears or whatever. But right now, I've got the mop ready to go, so I am gonna mop in here while I'm waiting for that to dry. Oh my gosh. Yep. Well, I mopped. I did. I mopped everywhere. The whole out. Oh my gosh. The whole area out here is mopped. So, yeah. So, I'm in the bathroom right now. Usually, if I give Jalen a bath, it's like much later than right now, but she's actually tired. And instead of laying her down for a nap, I tried, but she wasn't sleeping, and now she seems really tired, but she needs a bath. So it's like this keeps happening every night, so I figured I'm just going to give her a bath now instead of trying to push it off to the next morning when it doesn't actually happen. So anyways, I got a lot done today. I didn't like do nothing really with the living room. Like I mopped, but I didn't like straighten up the couch or anything. But I mean, that's like not even a 5-minute fix. But I did a lot of the stuff that I've been putting off for a long time. The stuff that really makes a difference, you know, in your home. I didn't do the caulking on the wainscoting today, but my husband just got home like not that long ago. I think we're gonna have just something quick like hot dogs tonight for dinner. That was actually Jace's idea. And just gonna call it a night because I don't want to be caulking some wainscoting when I could be hanging out with my family, hanging out with my husband. The boys are just, you know, teenagers. They do what they do what they do. They hide out in their rooms for the most part. Usually, well, I don't know, it depends. Sometimes they come out and they hang out, but I'm actually going to end this video here, and I hope it gave you guys some motivation. It wasn't like a ton of cleaning, but I feel like I made some progress. It seems how I was supposed to clear coat the table like a long time ago, right after I did it in the last video, but I haven't. But I got the first coat on. I haven't finished it. I'm not even gonna lie, but anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did and you watched until the end, please don't forget to leave a heart emoji down in the comments down below. And I will see you guys in my next one. Thank you so much for watching. Also, thank you guys so much for your support on my channel. I know I've been making kind of like longer videos lately, but I feel like I should. Like when a couple days have gone by, like when I have not posted like more often, I try to push out like a longer video. Plus it helps me out, obviously, with watch time. But I actually enjoy watching longer videos. So I know a lot of people like the shorter ones because then they can watch more different videos. But point is, this video is long enough. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye. Okay, wait. I've been wanting to share this for a while. She's knocking on the door because my husband's out there banging around in the kitchen. But so when your baby's in the bath, an easy way to get them out is tuck a towel into your bra strap on whatever side works for you. So it's like this long ways. And then when you get your baby out, you put them to your chest and then you wrap them. That way you don't have to try to that way you don't drop your baby basically when they're all slippery. And then yeah, I just wanted to share that and I keep forgetting. Figured I'd share it. But anyways, thank you guys for watching. I'll see you in my next one. Bye. Also, real quick, I just gave her a bath and this is what she does. She lays in the dog's bed. Oh my gosh. Say bye. Bye. Thank you guys for watching. Bye. Say bye-bye.